It's all ready to go. There we go. Everything's there. Alert box. Good. Good. Actually, I'm going to get my audio set up for myself. What I mean by that is switch the audio jack over so I get real-time sound. And you guys will too. Don't worry. Where's my controller? There we go. Okay, yes, we're playing Final Fantasy VI on the PlayStation. Why? I own this version. Pretty simple. Plus, we're playing through the GBA one. Blind. Still. So we're doing a bit of a replay. Long story, but that GBA playthrough actually started years ago. And I'm just now picking it up and trying to jog my memory. And that leaves us here for Final Fantasy on the PlayStation. Other versions to be had, I'm not sure. Probably never touched the Steam one. There's certain ones I just have no inclination to touch, but for some reason I have an inclination towards PlayStation Final Fantasy playing. I have most of them on, well, most of the older ones, oddly enough. Except 1 and 2. I don't know if I really want 1 or 2 on here, but maybe. I know my brother actually has that one. Hope everybody's doing well. Bit of a replay here, like I mentioned. So let me set up my water a bit better here. Go through water like crazy up here. I might need to turn on my fan too. But for the moment, feeling pretty okay. It's been stormy most of the day, and there's a couple-hour pocket there where it wasn't. Everything should be good to go on these folks. We're heading up into whatever this mountain range is called. Called Loading Time Central. Everything's Loading Time Central on the PlayStation. No more so than the 3D games, I find. Not that that's a defense, but such is trying other versions. I always like trying other versions of stuff. Especially if you've got the mediocre multiplayer. We usually all play different versions live of the same game, if should they exist. I know I just checked this recently, but my focus is lacking a little bit more on live stream than I would care to admit. Ah, the volume! Good thing I checked just now. I think we want to be about there. Apologies. This game does have volume. You just weren't being shown it because of the pre-stream settings. Already into a random encounter. I did do a bit of the GBA earlier, but I'm pretty much at the end of that game. Brawlers. Let's give you a noise blaster. Why not? See if you have anything to steal. That's why we're confusing you. Perfect. Couldn't steal. Alright. Let's give Locke another chance there. Oh, okay. Get another noise blaster. Probably kill one of them at least. You know what? Let's kill this guy. See if Locke can't steal from the other one. No, nothing. Nope. Not finding that one out, I guess. I would love to. These guys are going to have one rough morning when they wake up. It's like they've been drugged 50 times over. And punched themselves. Damn it. Trying my best. Trying my best to be a treasure hunter. Not sure it's going to work out that way. No. Edgar's Tools OP. Tonic ×1. It's funny, I played through the whole GBA playthrough thinking that the ATB gauge that you set on a speed... I think I've done that for all Final Fantasy, so I just battle at the highest speed all the time, I guess. We're not doing that this time. Inputs and such seem a bit delayed. I think it's a matter of the LCD screen, like I said. I know I'm repeating a lot of stuff from the last stream if you've watched that archived. I know a few of you have, so... Nice to see you around again, Classic Gamer. From our days on Nintendo Nerds / Nintendo Daily. Back when forums were a thing. Anyone remember that? Good to see you either way. Matt Tyree always been around. Speaking for YouTube. Don't actually know who's here on Twitch at the moment, but if either of you are, hey, what's up? Doesn't have anything. Okay, it does give me that indication. How are we doing on weaponry there, Edgar? Not bad. Classic Gamer's icon, I remember actually back in the day, was Edgar from Final Fantasy VI, and I had no idea what it was because I didn't actually play until this version in like 2010 or so, as I'd mentioned. Tusker! Some weird name translations. I feel like the GBA translation is probably more accurate, except on Suplex, because they call that Meteor Strike. In a way, if you know Overwatch, Meteor Strike makes sense. However, the GBA version of that came out long before Overwatch was even a concept, I think. I say claiming to know the exact dev schedule of Overwatch. I think it was actually like a 10-year developed game. And still an ever-changing world. Probably one of the only modern games I play, but I've also been playing Halo Master Chief Collection on that. I don't even know if I'd call these new. These are all remakes. I've been playing a lot of remakes. Command & Conquer remake. Had my wrist sprained. Still kind of do. But bad enough that I was playing most of the games I could only play on the mouse there. If anyone remembers that. Anyways. I think we get our raft segment, if I remember right, at the top of this. This is only a second time. I guess kind of third for this intro bit, at least. First time I ever played this game on the PlayStation, I only ever got to the raft segment, or just a bit after. So my official blind playthrough on Game Boy Advance wouldn't be until 17. That's how long it took me to finally play Final Fantasy VI. But at this point, I have played every one of the first 9. Except 2, to a certain extent. So the Tuskers don't have anything to steal, I believe. Now I wonder how the Noise Blaster animates, because if they're still facing to the left, does that mean they're still after Terra in this kind of instance, where we have the surrounded fight scenario? I should have checked if I could steal this time. Gore! What are you, Rhino? More WWE talk. There's a lot of it in the first one, but such as the differences with Twitch and YouTube, honestly. Get a lot more back and forth. You can just hold conversations about the same things, not necessarily the game. It's something I'm very good or bad, depending on your view, at doing in real life, honestly. Can sit there, said probably 64 races on what's it? Mario Kart 8 the other day with my friend on my kind of going away, see my one friend situation, and yeah, you know, we just shot the shit the whole time with Mario Kart 8, and can't say I know who won what GP or what versus, I guess, in that one's case. Still really hoping they make Mario Kart 9. I have this big fear that they're gonna say that, no, we made a Mario Kart for the Switch. It was 8. And it's like, no. Don't bury the Wii U. The Wii U is your failure, and the Mario Kart 8 was the Wii U's game. Thank you for re-releasing it. However, that was the Wii U's game. Give us a Switch game. Please, and thank you. Either way, 8's actually a pretty big fan of that one. I don't think it's beaten Double Dash for me, but damn if there ain't a lot of courses to make it one hell of an argument. Antidote from these guys also. How's our fire doing on multiple enemies? Not too shabby. Nothing like an auto crossbow, I think, though. I mean, that's triple digits. It's weird being back down to triple digit health. I love getting quadruple digit stuff in these games. Just love those digits. This shadow we've been chasing might be a familiar face. Nice cliffside view. Which one's the one I want to go to first? Don't think it's you. But maybe. Broken bridge there as well. That might have been a save point in the other one. That's probably what we're looking at, honestly. If I had to guess. I feel like I can't speak today. I've been out of it all day today. For those of you that watched the Final Fantasy VI GBA episode 65 this morning. That was actually recorded this morning early. I think I mentioned that in the episode. Couldn't... Doesn't have anything. Yep, okay, that's confirmed. Wanted to make sure. I was very tired this morning. I actually went back to bed right after that, recording that. That's how tired I was for that one. Wasn't too bad. It's like I started out with a lot of energy, but it's just been a weird day. You know, you just have those days where you just don't necessarily feel like you're in the greatest mood and you don't really know why. It's kind of what today's been. But I've worked all day on shaking it, obviously. Just still tired. It might be a shorter stream today. I don't know. Just roll with the punches here. Let's try some tonics this time, I think. Rearrange those, please. Actually, it wasn't too bad. Okay, we're gonna go check that other room. I don't know. I feel like the funny thing is I've been so indecisive which fork in the road to take. And I've barely went in them. I've taken more steps. And it probably is the save point on the one I was just in. Though it would make sense to me the first one they show you on one of the first dungeons would have the save point. They wouldn't be throwing you for a loop. Necessarily. Oh, treasure chest. A tent. That's one thing I need for a save point. Certainly. Some of these entranceways are weird, so I can enter them on a diagonal. It's cool, like they were definitely trying to get more quote-unquote 3D, I guess. A lot of the things they were doing, though I'm not really a fan of the airship segments there. Ooh, we got these Trillium. I think they actually were called that in this. Do they have anything to steal? Bane Touch! Tonic! They also look flammable, but we'll find out. Auto crossbow OP right now. Oh, he's not too bad, honestly. It's nice how his tools kind of stay up to par. I'm not sure what statistic they would actually draw from, but not too shabby either way. Whew, there's the yawn. There's some water. Probably get some dog action tonight too, because my folks go to bed early these days. It's a strange-ish feeling to be back home, but again, work and life circumstances call for it. Not specifically COVID, but that's certainly a benefactor. Being out more in the bush. However, one thing to note, if this stream does end abruptly, or this VOD, depending on which situation you're doing. Can we steal from you ninjas yet? No. You know, we might have a power outage. That's about all there is to that. If the storms start happening again, though, they seem to have calmed down quite a bit, so I'm not really anticipating that being a problem, but damn it. Come on, buddy. When there's only one power line in across the entire lake, that's about a half-hour lake drive. It's just kind of a reality of storms, certainly in the winter. Pole knocks down, don't have internet, you don't have power, even worse. It's good enough reason to keep the Switch charged up, I guess. I don't know, it'd be like, go outside, but hey man, if it's a storm, can't really do that. Black shadow running around. No! Random encounters. Doesn't bother me too much. See, Benoit's on Discord. Have you joined us yet, sir? If so, how's your night going? Auto crossbow, everything. Edgar is the carry. Indeed. It's interesting how it does, like, somewhat varied damage to the same enemies. I don't know if rows, like enemy rows, play a factor in these things, but typically, certain games, at least the back row, is more vulnerable to magic, but less vulnerable to physical attacks. Likewise for your side, I think, don't quote me on that, I don't actually know about the magic being stronger to the back row. I think the remake of 4 is like that, but don't always know these exact details, and to an extent, ignorance is almost bliss with a lot of these games. If you know everything, there's not a whole lot of challenge, although you certainly feel clever. They're going back to more dumbed down versions of games, like the original 7 release or the original 4 release, be it 2 or GBA or whatever. Much easier as a veteran of the series, opposed to the remake of 4, say, where they really, really go after you. Oh my god. Love that version for that, though. Hey, Brax, how's it going? Seeing lots of each other today. How's Johannes' stream going? I wish I knew the games better, but perhaps one I gotta get around to at some point, too. We need some heals. We've stolen a lot of tonics and stuff, I think, so... Maybe best save Terra's magic. Well, I mean... Well, whoops. Now that we're already in the menu. He's doing well. That's good. It's good to see him going. I know he's been busy as crap. So is Jivey. Seen a lot of you guys today, actually. Got some Overwatch, Switch in with Jivey earlier, though. Actually, I'll get whatever. Get that cranked out. I should check how our magic's doing on that, actually. If it wasn't such a punishment to load the menus, it'd be a bit easier. Everyone has problems at different points. No stranger to that myself, for sure. It's just life. I think that's just the world right now, too. Hey, there's that save point. Cures didn't matter too much then. Just do my best. It really is nice to be living a lot more remote at this point, for sure. So everything's been nice. I love this paint color I chose. I don't know if I talked about that, but I worked at Benjamin Moore in the past year, right? This is probably my last odd job before my actual job. Better phrasing for that, but yeah. So I basically picked my favorite color, which is like this aqua turquoise mid-darkish color. And boss suggested to lighten it up quite a bit because there's not really natural lighting in this room. The window's under a carport and whatever. But moved in here, that with the wood tones and the white bed frame and the white trim and everything, it looks so good. I was honestly just like, I'm not a paint coordinator per se. It's not like we were recommending turquoise. Everybody's just off-white this, off-white that, right? But I love having my favorite color in here. Not to mention my more spiritual sister and sister-in-law are both like, ooh, turquoise is such a healing color. Like, that's... Sure, I'll roll with that, even if it's just placebo. But, oh shit, are we poisoned? You know, what's not healing is poison. That's for sure. Edgar gained a level. Probably have to get rid of that poison. I think that's a step-by-step damage in this as well. Although it might just be a battle ailment. Lighter is usually better. Yeah, so what we did is we, the swatches, we picked the color I liked and we went up like 3 entire swatches, which is 12 times brighter, basically. Because every time you step up on our swatches at the store, it was 4 times brighter. And then I tweaked it a bit. I added a bit more green. It looked very baby blue at first when we went that high up. Color is Tropicana Cabana, too. It seems like a very suitable lake country name. Although the one above that was like Poolside Blue or something. Where's our... Do we not have... Not paying too much attention. Tonic? No, Antidote. Yeah, that's the one. I know you're talking about playing this game through too, Brax. I know I mentioned earlier, but definitely high on my recommendation list at the moment. It's quite fantastic. Especially, like, if all you played is 7, though, I'd almost suggest going with 4 first. Like, this one's pretty like, if you play the Super Nintendo, it's probably pretty forgiving. These ones certainly are, too, but I'd say 4, or, like, the 2 version of 4 on the Super Nintendo is probably the most forgiving. Or, like, the GBA version of that. Depending on what aesthetic you like, obviously. Remedy from those guys, yes. Okay. They just do such a good job on the music in this. What I love about these games, too, is they really change up the battle situation constantly. I think one of our characters actually has a star pendant on, which is why they can't get poisoned by Bane Touch earlier, but Terra is certainly exposed to that. I don't know about these games specifically, but I wanted to play a 2D JRPG eventually. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. Sure, there's lots out there. Johannes actually has pretty good knowledge of most of them. I was talking to Ness and Dine, his buddy Dine, that I actually got back into this playthrough, honestly. Does Terra have a Suna or anything? I don't think so, maybe. Trying to get my buddy to play it now. I get like that though. Antidote, yeah, we do. Okay, keep that in mind. I don't mind using the items because I usually end up hoarding them, just like I said in the last stream, just because it's that sense of like you can redeem magic points, but you know, items are gone once they're used. Also needs to be something you can purchase for PC. That's fair. That is very fair. I get very weird on that one because I like playing my hardware, but it's definitely not as optimal. Everything about streaming hardware is just a bit more of a headache. I guess now to have it like figured out, you know, just to put the microphone delay and stuff for the capture card delay, you know, it's just, it could be better. But I do like playing my hardware. Plus it ends up, you know, a lot of these old composite consoles and stuff don't look great on my second monitor, which is just a LCD TV. I don't, my CRT's still at my old place. It's one of the few things that didn't make it so far, if at all. I'm hoping. Problem with my CRT, I love keeping that thing around for my composite games. But the thing is like this high-pitched whine that actually only picks up on like, probably for dogs, but as well, but just on microphone for some reason. Second I go back to like editing a VOD or something, like, oh god, my TV's been making this like rolling whine this whole time. It's terrible. Didn't even, like, I think it's just one of the desensitization things almost, like when you're using it maybe. But when I was in the last house, I actually surrounded it with duvet, and it helped quite a bit. Yeah, no, I get that entirely. Like I said, just the logistics of capture cards, especially if you don't have one already. It's like you got to get one. Logistics aren't great. I went through 2 capture cards that I didn't love for different reasons. First one only went 360p for some weird reason. Second one had a really weird issues, recording specifically. It would like, and then streaming it was kind of a nightmare because it had all this UI and stuff I couldn't cut out of the stream. This third one is actually just one I got from my friend who wasn't planning to use it at all, so this one was actually free. And I think it's even outdated, right? Like, they just keep releasing them. And then it's like the logistics of trying to get a capture card now that allows for composite or component or any of those other mediums is not too great. But this one does, thankfully. I think it's probably locked that has the anti-poison on. Hey, Johannes, you done already? I guess maybe not already, I just feel like I was there recently. How did the stream go? Is it Ease 2? I don't know any of them yet, actually, but again, might get to them someday. Certainly plenty of RPGs to go through in the world. I think it is probably my favorite solo genre of game to play now. Most of the time I want to be gaming socially as much as possible. Ease 2, yeah. Got a good 3 hours in. Decided to end at what looked like was going to be some exposition of major boss build. I can't speak tonight. Tabasco was on, so I rated him. Awesome. Give him the... give him... Oh, fuck, I hit the wrong button. Give him the whole perk of that now. It's nice to see a lot of activity happening around VGA for sure. What is he streaming anyways? I didn't see him going, actually. Let's do a tonic. Yeah, we have lots of tonics. I think Locke's stealing them like candy. He's not paying that great of attention. Borderlands 2. Haven't actually been through that entirely. I've tried a few times. Oh. Oh yeah, it's not necessarily, it's not Sabin, it's just some other dude, I think. Very into Borderlands. That's fair. It's a nice system. I remember being really, like, amazed by the first one. I played it late. Like, I play everything late, but I can't steal. Let's Noise Blaster. See if I want to actually find out if in a battle like this they will actually give themselves the bad touch, the Bane touch. The Bane touch would be a bad touch, I feel like. He actually did poison himself too. That's interesting. Okay. No, don't poison me though. You bastard. I like the idea originally of combining a first-person shooter with an RPG like that, with like 6 billion gun combinations through RNG. All those aspects were really cool to me. I'm glad I didn't buy 3. Friends are really bugging me too, but the amount of time I've had 2 and only been like maybe 10 hours into it, it's just a few times, it's just, I don't know. It just doesn't hold me, I guess, quite. But I'm very bad at finishing games in general, so I'm not sure that's really speaking too much to that. Played the first one a couple times by yourself, then played it twice more with a couple of friends. Nice. I played through all the first one. It was one of those situations where my friend, Travis, if he's lurking actually, had been through it 600 times, so I kind of was just along for the ride, I felt like, but it was still a fun time. Super bad at finishing games, too. Yeah, I'm glad it's not just me. I think we talked about that. The amount of RPGs I've actually finished, I can count on 2 hands, probably. At one point, I counted on 1 hand. It's probably these past 5 years I've added a few. Through YouTube and Twitch kind of motivates me more, I think, to finish them. Oh, Vargas. Sabin sent you, right? Ow! Jerk. Who are you? Sabin, is he here? My voice acting sucks today. Okay, we're not really in this stream for the voice acting. That's the GBA version. I feel like a zombie. You were shadowing us earlier, right? Brilliant. One of the reasons I started streaming was to motivate me to finish games. We have that in common, Johannes. Although it was YouTube back when I started. Well, I think it was still Justin.tv back then. I did do a bit of it. And how unlucky it is that you've run into me. Although through YouTube, I have done Chrono Trigger, Super Metroid, and now Final Fantasy VI. As far as new games I hadn't beaten previously, at least. As well as a few others, but as far as like RPGs and a bit more in-depth games. Let's see if this guy has anything to steal. Can we? No? Is there not an option? Okay. It's not letting me do that. His bears are being a shield, I guess. Let's see if we can Noise Blaster turn his bears on him. Nope! The bears are loyal through and through. It didn't say miss, though, so I imagine they're just immune. Get a little cure out. I know we don't really need it, but let's get these guys out. What is this gonna do? We might need the cure now. Oh, we're gonna need more than a cure. Good lord. This could be interesting. Gotta get something to eat, fair enough. Thanks for coming by. See you in a bit, maybe. Not sure how long we'll be going today. I want to get a little one in anyways. Did tell friends I'd play some Overwatch tonight, so we'll probably do that at some point. Let's go full on potion here. Let's do an auto crossbow. Oh god, the frame rate. Suddenly there. Do we need a cure? Yeah, probably can't hurt. I feel like I have so few options compared to late game. I mean, it makes sense. I'll get a Bio Blaster maybe. Probably should have started with that, honestly. It's just a poisoning effect, if I remember right. Oh, it's not bad. Damage plus poison, maybe? Come on, what's the matter? I don't know. We weren't expecting a fight. Just a hunch. Almost better. I don't know if... Yeah, we can't actually get him until his bears are dead. If the... Maybe it's scripted at this point, too. Let's see. Can we steal from him? Usually bosses have good things to steal. Tonics. Not really excellent. Hopefully he's weak to fire. I know it's the only spell we have right now, so if anything, it's going to be that. Oops. Meant to do Bioblaster. Steal. See if he has any more. Gale Cut. Oh, boy. It's actually going to kill Edgar, I think. See who's going to need the healing more. Okay, everybody. Doesn't have anything. Okay, he just had a tonic. That's a bit underwhelming. Let's get a basic attack, actually. Let's get a nice little tonic on Edgar there. Hopefully we can get an attack around him with Terra then. Basically countered what I just did. Magic. How was he to fire? I didn't actually see. Hope he's not absorbing it at least. Nope, not bad. Better than both of their attacks. Come on! What's the matter? Oh, should have done a cure. Oops. I'm very zoned out. Enough! Off with you now. Don't do some big attack right now, please. I'm pretty hurt. Give it up, Vargas. Alright, I remember. Is that you, Seven? Vargas, why'd you do it? How could you do that to your... How could you do your own father in like that? Fool! He made the mistake of choosing you as the successor. I always find it strange that we have NPCs that were clearly, like, very humanoid, but they get a much bigger sprite within the battle animation. I found that strange in this series. He snubbed me as his only son. No, you were the one he chose! You fool! You're a liar. Our master wanted you to be his successor, not me. He appreciated your fine spirit. Enough of your lies. Now have a taste of my superior technique and fist. Mortal attack, Blizzard. Fist. Ah, dude, there's cliffs and shit. That's not too nice. And 7, yeah. I do remember. It's the kind of thing you'd only remember these specific scenarios till you're here. It's weird how memory works. I guess there's no avoiding this. Fate made us train together, and fate will send you to your doom. 1v1. Blitz, left, right, left. I think I know my inputs already, right? I tire of this. Actually, I think it tells me here. I don't know if I have any of my other ones necessarily. I don't know if it's the same as the GBA inputs, that said. Yeah, you already taught you that, yeah. If you only hadn't been in such a rush for power. Oh! That's all it takes. We'll have to see which ones we know there. It's one other thing living out here. I gotta drink bottled water all the time. Makes it a bit more inconvenient, but growing used to it. I know I said our well water's good, but it's like a situation where you gotta boil it just to be safe. In case a system or whatever doesn't work one week. So we just try not to, I guess. Because then you gotta boil it, refrigerate it, and God, it takes forever. Brothers are reunited! Yes, we recycled the bottles, don't worry. Younger brother? At first glance, I thought he was some bodybuilder who had strayed from his gym. Getting on the get big train. Bodybuilder? Ha 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 ha. I'll take that as a compliment. Anyway, brother, what are you doing here? We're on the way to the Sable Mountains. To the Returner's hideout, no doubt. Join us, good sir. I've been watching from far, hoping that the world might regain some sanity. Tell me about it. At this rate, Figaro will be reduced to a puppet state. Our time to strike back has arrived. The Empire is going to pay for what it has done. Think a bear like me could help you in your fight? Absolutely. You join us? Saturn? Reunion, head banging. I think Duncan would rest easy if he knew his disciple played a part in the bringing peace to the world. Let's get going. Absolutely. Let's check these inputs. What do we got? Skills. Front row. I think everybody... Is Locke back row? I think he's front row. We'll check that in a second, too. Blitz. Left, right, left. Down, down, left. So we do have that one. Triangle, square, down, up. Okay, right, because we don't have 4 face buttons on the GBA. That's probably why. Triangle, square, down, up. It's actually called suplex in this version. No, I think Benoit said pretty much copied versions between the two. Speaking of skills, let's get some cures out. So far down there. This is why I don't have I have wait on instead of active. Sometimes just a long ways to go. What's our rows like? 7. Yep, we're front. I think Locke's. Yep. Okay, I thought I messed with that last time, so we should be good. Whew. Probably will be a shorter one here, folks. I think we'll do the river segment and call it good. That's still a fair amount. 30, 45 minutes, I think. Tuskers. I keep going to fast forward. I don't have the option. Then we get 7 first. Okay. Triangle, square, down, up. Let's see if I have that right now then. Hell yeah. There we go. Get that one. No, why are you all going for the left one? I thought since he was facing that way. Whatever. Finish him. I don't think you get to pick which one he goes for. Looks like he's facing the left one, honestly. Yes, sir. Random choice. I think this stream's going to be laughably short, but that's alright. Still have a hard time sometimes. I'm just going to go on a whim. It's harder to justify streaming. Usually recording sessions better, because for years I did recording sessions for YouTube, right? And it would be amazing if I could hit 3 hours. I know I did it a couple times in Chrono Trigger. Remember, actually, oh no. I think we pretty much constant commentary in Chrono Trigger and hit like 240 once, and I was like, holy crap, or 340. As far as time played, recording, that is. And even like that's with cuts and RPGs. That's kind of what I find nice about recording the RPGs is you get those cuts where you can rest your voice and whatnot. Okay, not too bad. Probably could have given another one to Locke there, but it's all right. We didn't come back out the same way, did we? No, okay. Thought not. Actually, we shouldn't use those tonics if this was the case, but I guess we'll get some battles on the way there before we tent up. I don't think I actually have tents. I think I just have sleeping bags. Just something unique to this game, almost. Blitz. Down, down, left. Is that more than one? No, I don't think so. I don't think he has any multi-target ones at the moment. And that squirrel's gonna get it. Oh my god, that squirrel ever got it. Jeez. Shouldn't even split that. Squirrel, what do you have to steal if you're not dead? If you're not dead, what can you give me? Dang it. Left, right, left. Hey, Cyrus. How's it going? Playing some Halo with Garrett earlier today, so I was thinking about our playthrough, but Garrett and I are doing heroic, so. He's actually the one that wants me to come play. Oh, okay, they're not going till later. That's nice. I can get best of both worlds. Been over this, Frax. It's okay. My One of my best friends is named Garrett as well. He doesn't really stream or... Not the real Garrett. Yes, of course not. My real Garrett. But this one I've known since... One of the few people I'm still regularly in contact with from high school. I think. Possibly the only one, actually. In large part. Now everything's online, too, because of my distance and everything. Works out fine, most of our socializing. Garrett and I don't even text each other, really. We just use Discord for everything, I swear. Actually, sleeping bags, probably not. A bit overkill here. Tonics, still got lots of them. Everyone was out from under their rocks tonight, except Zed. Yeah, I feel like I saw Zed recently. Oh, I messaged him today, yeah. One of my commenters on YouTube was one of, like I said, a guy Zed and I both knew on a forum ages ago. And he was asking about Zed. I haven't seen him around. Of course, Zed used to go by, what the... wait a second. Looks exactly the same as the other cave entrance. What's going on here? Dang it. Yeah, so... Yeah, he doesn't know where he went because, yeah, Zed changed his username since then. Used to be going by Ninja Tiamat, I believe it was. So I think Tiamat's actually a boss from this game. Speaking of which. Don't quote me. I wouldn't mind seeing me some Zed, though. I feel like Zed's probably one of the people in life I've known the longest at this point, honestly. We were talking about that last desert bus. It's gotta be 12 years. And see, I lived in my last province. Oh, I still live in this province. I lived in my last city for only since 2010. So anybody I knew before that, because I didn't really keep in contact with anybody from my previous city before 2010. There's not too many people, except at this lake, actually, that I've known longer than that. Our rows are all screwy. Gotta love back attacks. I'm not sure what the rest of that mountain range or that field is really meaning to do. Squirrel, give me stuff. Wait, what the... Why? Gow. Couldn't steal. Red line. Get him, Sabin. I don't know if it's less damage because of the back row. I don't know if his blitzes are one thing that ignores that or not. Terra gained a level. Found lots of gold. Oh my god. So many of these. What's my stream time at anyways, Brax? Just out of curiosity. Yeah, which Streamlabs that tell me? To actually boot up the stream if I want to see that. I'll just keep the chat window open. Which Streamlabs has its own chat window too, but years ago it didn't work, so I haven't trusted it since. It messed with my Streamlabs too much. I don't even remember why anymore. I'll just pop out chat. Health's not too good on Terra, but otherwise we're doing okay. Just booting up a menu's a pain. I think I'm feeling the effects of random encounters a lot more when I don't have fast forward and I have those slight loading times. Versus the GBA version, of course. This looks like the same entrance. That's the confusion I was having. Returner's hideouts. Hello. King Edgar, this way, please. I do like that they have that feature on Twitch itself to see the stream uptime now. It used to be like a command you'd have to do through Nightbot or something. Speaking of which, I gotta probably ditch Nightbot. I think I'll probably get Stream Elements or whatever the cool kids are using these days. Or I'll just keep tweaking Nightbot so he's not as much of a Nazi. He was silencing frickin' Chef yesterday again for some reason. For spam, and Chef had his first message he posted. I don't know what's up with Nightbot, man. You're still using Nightbot? It makes me feel better. I think, I'm trying to think of the other one, people. I think it's Stream Elements. God, I'm getting a croaky voice. Turned off all its filtering. I thought I turned off all mine, see? It's a strange part. What are we at? I'm gonna laugh at how low this is. 51 minutes. Oh. It's fine. Get something in tonight. Nobody watches me. Don't need to bother with auto mod. Yeah, auto mod. I can't. Oh my god. Yeah. Zombie day. I'm telling you, man. Willing it out of myself right now. Bannon, we brought the girl with us. Is she the girl who can talk to espers? Espers? Seemed the Empire had complete control over her. Carrier pigeons brought word that she wiped out 50 of the Empire's best soldiers in a few minutes. That's brutal. Live with that, right? Tara! Bannon! She doesn't remember anything. Feels like she remembers nothing at all. Nothing at all. Stay where you are. The breathing song is back. Perhaps you've heard the story. Once when people were pure and innocent, there was a box they were told to never open. Someone went and opened it anyways. What does that have to do with this? He unleashed all the evils of the world. Envy, greed, pride, violence, control. All that was left in the box was a single ray of light. Hope. It's a bad roommate situation for Hope there. Jeez. In that box. I guess it's free of that at least. We now confront those evils. And that's the explanation of why baddies are in this game. I've noticed they do have an underlying one in almost every game. 7 gets ridiculous and it's like they manufacture everything or like mutate everything. It's just crazy. Think like there's that many enemies. You can like pretty much infinitely grind all these mutated quote unquote enemies. And you're the last ray of light, our only hope. Bannon! I'm so tired. Tell me about it. Let me rest a while. I already did that once today from like 11 to 12 or something. Oh, hey. Someone important to me was jailed by the Empire. I've hated the Empire ever since. I joined the Returners when I realized the Empire was rotten to the core. I wanted to make a difference. But I have no significant other in my life. It's not entirely true. Besides, I'm sure there are people who feel you're important to them. They are counting on you. Certainly Edgar. Yeah, it is the right button. Got my buttons reversed. I don't know how I'm going to keep doing that. GBA's buttons mappings are flipped. Someone important to me was jailed by the... Yeah. Oh, all the music's good. All of it. Even the breathing song. It's got its place. Small organization now. Membership's starting to soar. It's typically how rebellions work. Only thing I can add is that you can trust my brother implicitly. Okay. He's always been fair with me. You can trust him, Tara. But don't you dare tell him I said that. Yeah, you gotta... Yeah, laugh. Of course. Tonics. Let's get a few more. Eye drops. Yeah, I think Benoit said not to worry about blinding effects anyways. Potion. Costs quite a bit. Let's get up to a few though. Tincture, 50 MP. Those are expensive though. Echo screen. Gonna want another couple of those probably. Sleeping bag. 1. Costs a lot. Sprint shoes. Sure. start experiencing the wonders of the sprint shoes. I think we're just Terror at the moment, though. It's almost like I was hoping to have one relic on each person, but at this particular moment, we don't technically have them. The inn. Are you gonna charge? Take it up. No, I think we're good, right? Good time?
Yeah. Okay. Would you call her off?
That's probably why she's upset last night. I think you left her collar on.
Oh.
Looks like we're all healed up.
Good girl.
Let's see.
Mandy. Okay, we're going to bed.
Have a good night.
Two.
Thanks. Mandy. Got the dog for a swim today. Through all the storms, there was a good 3 hours of sun or so. Definitely took advantage of that. Now the weather forecast is sunny, like, for endless amount of time. Auto mod is useless. Yeah, honestly, what did I just find? I think it was Echo Screen, right? Yeah, I literally said it out loud, too. Poor memory. Ahoy. Anything more? Yeah, no, nothing. Not a thing. Bucket. It's too warm for that, probably.
She'll figure it out. Love you, baby.
Okay.
Give me a kiss.
Night.
You want to get up? Put it down. Get up.
Airline set.
Get up. Let's fix this. No, go
Let's
back
see.
there.
I don't think that's something Tara can equip.
No. Go back there. Hey. No.
Derek, no, okay.
Oh my god. This isn't complicated.
Auto mod, yeah, I can imagine, honestly. I think I turned most of it off. I meant to look at it today. I was looking at a bunch of YouTube stuff and whatever, but True Night. I already had that. That's the couple people with that. Sometimes hesitant to buy those things because you kind of just find them anyways. Oh well. Something to expect around this time every night now. I don't know. I don't think we're supposed to leave. No. There's a room. I remember. There's a room with, what's his face in it, right? I swear we looked at all these, though. Maybe not. Oh, no. Or was it Edgar? No. I think we just ignored him. Didn't we? I don't know. There's a chest there. It's going to be tough to talk you into helping us. If we push you too hard, we're no different than the Empire. So we want you to make up your own mind. I want to play the game. The only time a bot should ever moderate a stream is when you're having so many trolls you can't deal with it on your own. I mean, you're onto something, because I think it just probably drives people away. And then, you know, if you're at the point where you're having more people than manageable, like, you get a proportion amount of mods you trust, right? That's all there really is to it. I've never really needed moderating. I remember way back 5 years ago or so, I needed some for my Pokemon Nuzlocke back then. Banning went outside of okay. Humans always make better decisions than bots. Why the heck is he out here? Have you made a decision? Will you become our last ray of hope? What if I say no? I see. Just don't tell me it's like game over. Or is that... Now I feel bad. I don't like being a jerk in RPGs. Something about RPGs, I can't be a jerk. Yeah, okay. I can never do dark side runs of like Knights of the Old Republic, for example. I just am too immersed. It's weird because I'm the same guy that can make ridiculous roller coaster tycoon parks that really hurt the people, but you know, when it comes to RPG, I can't do anything but good guy shit for the most part. I mean, again, 3 houses is kind of gray area. So you felt kind of bad about your decisions in certain instances, but you never felt good about them either. Like, I don't know, depending on the route. But I'm scared. The person who possesses this relic needs not fear harm. Which relic is that? What is this? A lucky charm. Oh, the gauntlet. That's not even good for Terra, I don't think. Or it's two-handed, right? I think. If you play Carry On, you have to be a jerk. Then again, that isn't a JRPG. Depends on the game, right? When I get immersed enough, I want to be my good-natured self as much as I can, if that makes sense. I don't know why, but I can't drop that differentiation. Oh my god. There we go. Please get everyone together. Sounds good. I don't know if I gotta do the raft stuff right away or what. Play a monster who has to kill everyone. I didn't even want to do it in Dead by Daylight with Ness. Just want to play the survivors. Felt bad there even almost. I don't know. Right. We all know that the Empire is using Magitech power in battle. The point is, how has the Empire created it? I had Locke look into the rumor that the Empire is forcing the world's finest scholars to study espers. All the trouble in Narsh is over in Esper too. Technically, you only have to kill the ones who shoot at you, but it's fun to eat everyone. Fair enough. You mean there's some connection between espers and Magitech? I can only recall one thing linking espers with Magitech power. Indeed, the ancient war of the Magi. No, it can't be. No, it can't be. Rabble. My grandma used to tell me stories about magical machines. Could they have been true? Could that ancient tragedy be playing out once again? Those who forget history are doomed to repeat it. It's just speculation. But historical studies have provided a number of conflicting and frightening theories. According to one theory, humans and machines were imbued with the powers drained from espers. That could explain Magitech power. We can only fight Magitech enemies with Magitech weapons. It's not true. It's risky, but if we have Terra speak with the Esper, it might just wake up. Why don't you just have Sabin suplex everything? Problem solved. Boom. Locke steal from them for good measure. Just find Edgar's chainsaw. I'm thinking of lots of solutions here. Violent solutions, but you know. I wonder if that's wise. Who could say, regardless, we need Terra's help. Terra, no pressure. I'll do it. What nonsense. You sound as if you're enjoying this. What? What's that noise? Hello? Emergency, Sir Ben. Keel over and yep. South Figaro. What's going on? What happened? Empire took Figaro. Come this way. They found us. We have no moment to lose. Lock! Lock the doors. It's in your name. I know someone who has to sneak to South Figaro and slow the Empire down, right? This is right up your alley. Good luck. Terra, please wait for me. And please, don't let a lecherous young king who shall remain nameless near you. Locke! Locke! Big brother, aren't you ever going to grow up? What are we going to do? We'll escape down the Letty River and make way to Narsh. I want to see that Esper. For myself. Right, there's a raft by the back entrance. It's a gamble, but we're fresh out of options. You're in danger here. Come with us to Narsh. You'll probably even gain some understanding of your own abilities. We've no time to lose. Dilly-dally, rather. Let's make for Narsh. Oh. Alright. Can we go back and save real quick? I'm thinking I have to call this here. I think this is, yeah, save point right here. Could we have entered down there before? Good question. We're probably all healed up at least. I believe. Looks that way. Oh yeah, abandoned sprites. Ridiculous. I don't think he's ever actually like a permanent party member. I don't think you can actually, yeah, you can't mess with any of his stuff. Have any skills? No, nothing. Oh, speaking of stuff, let's get some things equipped and whatever. Oh, what the? Oh, we never actually equipped, yeah. One weapon can be held with 2 hands, increased damage. Okay, spin shoes. Lock unequipped, maybe? Or I don't think so, actually. Benoit told me to do that, and I forgot. Protects against... Well, I think it did unequip lock, because he had some of the stuff on him. Get another True Knight out there, and let's get another gauntlet. And, oop, what the heck? Relic, Edgar. There we go. Star Pendant. Let's see, equipment. Regal Cutlass, Heavy Shield. We have... I swear it did unequip him. Yeah, it's got, yeah, it did. I think it was smart enough for that. As much sense as it makes, Sabin punches with one hand, I guess, so. I don't know about this version, actually, but GBA, I was informed that was a thing. Head, leather, yeah, okay. Good, good, good. Everything's good. 255's current playtime. Nothing too crazy. We'll continue this off next time. Because I am tired beyond belief, apparently. But we'll be back to it. Once again, you got the YouTube series to check out. If you want to see the actual blind playthrough, the Game Boy Advance version with no loading screens. Let's see what we got to raid. Short one, I know. Happens from time to time. Let's give Buddy Bam Scout a raid here. Have a good night, everybody. He's playing Raft. I don't even know what he's playing. We'll find out.